98.5 UFM.
It's still the midday rally with Jay and Didi,
Yes,
and it's
people.
time for Jollof and Chill.
Yes, people, and we're going to have a fun ride all the way till 12 on Jollof and Chill. Now, if you're tuning in for the first time, what we do on Jollof and Chill is we dive into the movie space. So we talk about everything movies, from movies to series to streaming
TV,
services,
film, whatever it
everything
is.
in that space. And today we have special guests joining us in the studio from the movie Tanwa Savage. Welcome.
Hello, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, so introduce yourself to the people. Tanwa UFM gang. Introduce yourselves.
Okay, my name is Geshin Salvador. I'm the writer and director of the movie Tanwa Savage.
All right.
Hi everyone, my name is Olongoleke Tairu and I'm the executive producer of Tanwa Savage.
All right. Executive producer. All right.
Hi everybody, my name is Cleroy the Boss and I am the editor. I edited the film.
All right. That's
Alright.
amazing.
So at least with something about the movie. Now, this movie is based on a true life story, and it follows the tale of a family man's quest to father a child. He goes on an infidelity rampage and ends up impregnating women from different Nigerian tribes. Pretty interesting.
Different Nigerian tribes.
So yeah, it's based on a true life story, right? So are you guys going to tell us who this juice is about?
She said this.
Do you know who?
I mean,
whose
you're
story
the
this
right.
is? Do you know whose story
Salvador,
this is? So.
I'm not surprised you're asking about that. You're asking the question actually because whenever I tell people, in fact, from inception, when I met with my EPs and told them that I want to work on a project and the title is Tanwa Savage, they were like, "Whoa, Tanwa Savage, is it a story about Tiwa Savage?" And I'm like, "Well, I can't tell you that right now. You just have to read the script and let's see how we can work this." But what I can tell you for sure is that the movie is about a real life society figure.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a marriage story, a real life marriage story, and it has got scandal around it. I can tell you that. So it's left for you to watch the movie and
Do your
decode it
research
yourself.
and figure it out.
Yeah. Decode it yourself.
All right. So, like, you're the executive producer of this movie, right? What
Yeah.
interested you in saying, "Okay, I want to be a part of this project. I want to executive produce this project"?
Well, first of all, I think I would say it was the way the movie kind of like addressed the whole issue around the paternity test, and this time around coming from a lady demanding for one, then you should know there's a lot of drama behind it. I mean, most of the time it's always the guy that is always demanding for, "Oh, I need to know if I'm the father of my child." Then what happens if the lady is the one demanding for a paternity test? Then
Right.
it actually says a lot about the fact that, oh, things can actually be flipped to the other side. And looking at the comic side of it too, it was just something that was addressing a real life issue, a very interesting issue. And then from the comic side, I think it's just important that we are educated as much as we are entertained as well. So it was something that I really wanted to be a part of, and I jumped on it.
All right.
Right.
So, Cleroy DeVos, you you were the assistant director on this project and also the editor, right, of this project, right? Am I correct?
Why are you laughing? It was funny.
You know why I'm laughing?
Why?
And that title is kind of very, very huge though. I was the assistant DOP, like
Right.
I was part of the shoot.
Yeah. All
and
right.
and I was the editor too.
All right. So,
All
tell us
right.
about working on this project and how important it was for you, really.
Well, everybody here is family, so
Alright.
we've done a couple of things like before now. So it wasn't really that difficult to work with them.
All right.
Yeah, so it was just normal production, and I wouldn't say there was any
Alright.
hitches.
All right.
Yes, I wouldn't say.
All right. Amazing. So, Geshin, right, you directed and then you wrote this movie, which is
Yeah.
pretty interesting. And you directed a lot of big names. Shegun Arinze, Linda Osifo is in this movie. Bim Bademoye is in this movie. Nkechi Bless in this movie. What was it like directing all these people in the movie? Did you have any issues with anybody, or it was just smooth sailing all the way?
Well, I think I aside that I wrote, I also doubled as the casting director. So
Alright.
while I was writing the characters and everything, I already knew who I wanted for this particular character and who I would want alternatively in case the first person doesn't work. So basically, I knew for sure that, okay, this particular character, there is the Yoruba demon, Bimbo.
Alright.
This is for Bimbo. I'm not going for any other person. This is for Bimbo. If I'm not getting Bimbo, I'm not starting the project. And then the Igbo troublemaker, that is Nkechi Blessing Sunday's character.
Alright.
I knew right then that that was for Nkechi too.
All right.
So immediately I finished the script and I locked it down with the executive producers. I told my production manager,
All right.
bro, this is you're doing one thing for me on this project. Get me Bimbo Ademoye and get me Nkechi Blessing. And getting Nkechi wasn't a trouble for me because I had worked on Nkechi on 2 of my previous projects, and so it's like I know what Nkechi is a fantastic actor. So once I got Bimbo, I got Nkechi, I knew I was done. And then Segun Arinze, I wanted the father figure, wherever, you know, a father who instigates his child. For instance, there was a particular scene in the movie. If the son was talking to the father about I have 3 women pregnant for me in the house.
Right.
You know, he's talking about something that he's about to ruin his matrimonial home to his father. And at that point, his father was looking at a girl with big bust and breasts passing by. You know how crazy that is. So I wanted someone who would play that kind of area father, educated area father person. You know.
All right.
I would say that I got that inspiration from my dad, actually.
All right. Was there anybody you wanted in the cast that you couldn't get?
No.
everybody, you just take-
Yeah, I
wow.
went straight for them. Uzo Arukwe, Timini Egbusin, everybody. I got everybody, and you know it wasn't really hard because I'd worked on previous projects, and so my work spoke for me. It wasn't even I did not have to convince anybody to come on board.
All right. So Clear the Boss, right? Yeah. So a lot of the time when we're talking about movies, the attention is always on the cast of the movie, the director of the movie, all right? And a lot of the awards that are given out, you know, usually for the lead actor, lead actress, director, this and that.
True.
Sometimes people don't pay attention to the job of the editor because, I mean, if the editor doesn't edit it well, nobody's going to enjoy the movie in cinemas. So tell us how important it is, the job of an editor in the movie, and how working on this was important and how easy or hard it was for you.
First off, I would say you really know things about film for you to reiterate that particular point that, okay, they don't really give like other crew like the credit that they deserve. But this is hard, you know, and most times I look past awards. Yes, because I don't think that would be a criteria for me to know that I am good or I can actually do gigs and all that. You know, I've seen awards that people pay for, and you know, so those things don't really bother me. I don't care if the actors take the shine, director takes shine or anything. What I'm bothered about is whenever they see the name, they should know that, okay, this is synonymous to quality content. That's what's up.
All right, that's amazing.
88.5 UFM.
So I'm going to move straight to Leke, right? Leke is the executive producer of this movie. What is the most difficult part about what is the most difficult part producing a movie? What is most difficult, right, about producing a movie or making a movie in Nigeria, especially a movie that is going to be out in cinemas?
I'm not just the executive producer on this particular project. I'm one of the executive producers. I mean, Geshin doubles as one of the executive producers as well.
All right.
So I'm going to tell you one of the most difficult thing about being an executive producer is finding someone you can really trust with your funds to deliver the kind of project you want. I mean, as much as we all know that life itself is a risk, I think we still want to take calculated risk. So taking a risk with your money with someone is something that is really, really hard to do in Nigeria. And when it comes to Nollywood, I mean, and the numbers are there. As much as the numbers are there, it doesn't really say you are going to get your money back. So you still want to be able to trust someone with your money to deliver. At least if you have a good material, you know that chances of making your money back is very, very not slim. I mean, still on the average side. So one of the most difficult thing about being an executive producer will be finding the right people, the trustworthy people to deliver a solid project and something that sets a different standard from what is already known to the Nollywood industry. And that is exactly what I did with working with Geshin and bringing another partner on board to make him see the vision for our project and then getting him to trust in us to deliver what we can deliver for him to make.
All right.
Okay, cool. So we've had some people come on here for different movies and they're like, oh, we filmed this in 6 days, we filmed this in 8 days. How long did it take to put this together?
Well, I think it took us like a week.
Oh, wow.
A week, 7 to 8 days actually.
Oh.
Last year or this year?
Last year.
You worked in the pandemic. Was it hard working?
No. I was lucky. Immediately I finished rap. I immediately wrapped up, and then the government closed the gates.
Oh wow, interesting. All right, so we have this part of our show that's called Rep Your Hustle, right?
Yeah, and the movie is coming out this Friday. That's January 22nd. So tell us why people should see this movie. Why?
So
Why should
basically,
people
rep-
spend your coins?
All right.
And
Well,
see the movie?
so-
Rep the movie.
So one thing I would say is this. I mean, it's been a very tough year. We've dealt with on the COVID-19 and a couple of other pandemics that is not even related to COVID at all. And I think we all deserve a good laugh. I mean, just something for you to ease off. You understand? And at the same time, you still get to learn one or two things. I mean, as much as we all want to have a child, I mean, there are always ways to go about this thing, and you should be able to have a mind of your own and not always ride on the fact that, oh, I have to do this for my parents. I have to do that for my parents. You should understand that you have a life of your own to live, and you should be solely in charge of that.
All right. How about you, Gashin?
Okay, well, as the writer, my aim of creating this story actually was, when I followed up on like I said, it's a true life scandal, marriage scandal story.
Yeah.
So when I followed up on the story, I made my research, and I felt a lot of people don't understand what's going on in the marriage. They just have to like castigate the woman. They crucify the woman for leaving the for leaving the matrimonial home. So I wanted to really enlighten people, educate them that this is what is going on. And a lot has been said about women in marriages. If your marriage doesn't work, for instance, it's always like people always look towards the women.
Yeah.
I'm not like in support of feminism or anything. I'm not in support, or I'm against it. I'm very liberal
Neutral,
about
yeah.
it.
Okay.
So but I just wanted to like educate people about matrimony, and
Alright.
from the female angle. So in as much as I want to do that, I realized that okay, if I have to get people to get this lesson, you still have to put comedy. Because there is no how you're
Make it
going to tell it,
interesting,
because this is a
yeah.
serious story, so to say, and then you want how do I get people to sit down to listen to it? So that's I had to like infuse comedic elements and real life comedic elements, not even slapstick. And now a situation whereby the guy had other women pregnant, although in the real life he did not have a Yoruba and
Different
Hausa,
tribes.
different tribes,
Yeah.
But I had to like put all of this, get the Hausa tribe to jump into the conversation, the Igbo tribe to jump into, that was just the comedic part of it, me as a writer doing that. So basically, it's a serious matrimony story. Yeah.
That will make people also laugh at the same time.
And
All right.
it deals with paternity.
All right.
And it couldn't have
Interesting.
come at a better time than
At a
now.
better time. That is so true. All right. So Clearer the voice, the boss, right? Final word. Assistant director of photography and editor of the movie, right?
Yeah.
So why should people go out to see this movie? I mean, seeing what you have done for this movie.
Well, first off, before a couple of creative could come around to create something, I think people need to see it.
All right.
People need to see it. It's different.
All right.
I'm not trying to over exaggerate, but it's different.
All
I
right.
Right.
believe when they see this film, they will tell another person to tell another person to see the film.
All
Yes.
right. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
This was fun. Thank you for joining us on Jollof and Chill this week. We appreciate you. So, Tanwa Savage is out in cinemas on Friday, the 22nd, right?
of January.
Of
yeah.
January 2021. Thank you, Geshin, for joining us. Thank you,
Yeah,
Leke, for
a
joining us.
pleasure.
And thank you for Clear Ride the Bus for joining us. All right.
88.5 UFM.